Hey guys, it's Aaron from Black Swamp Outdoors. Today I've got the sling bag from CV Life. Let's check it out. So first things first, guys, like we do with all of our videos, we want to maintain 100% transparency in everything we do and all the information that we rely to you, the viewer. This bag was sent to us for the purpose of review and testing by CV Life. There was no monetary exchange, and this bag was sent to us for free. So getting right into it, guys, this is the sling bag from CV Life. It is a rather large sling bag for what I consider normal sling bags. This is pretty much backpack or day pack style. It's not quite as big as something like the X2 or something back there. It's more comparable to I've got a Bandit sitting here from Eberly stock. It's more comparable to a day pack size, if you will, or a commuter bag. One thing right off the bat that I want to mention is that this guy is full of pockets, lots of organization, and it does come with a few accessories from CV Life to kind of get the ball rolling on how you'd like to set the bag up. Now, excuse me, this is one of our first videos we've ever recorded with auxiliary microphones. As we kind of move into doing different things, we wanted to begin to upgrade our sound quality a little bit, and this is the first step that we've taken in that direction. So if the audio is a little bit rough, please excuse us, and we'll get more T&E on these mics and get it all sorted out in the future. So we're actually going to pack this guy up here in a little bit and see just kind of what it carries, what it can carry, and how I might set it up. So the sling bag, when worn over the shoulder with both support straps, it's got two support straps coming into a connection here on this buckle onto the main strap of the bag that runs into the middle of it. I found it best when you're going to wear it slung in kind of a more secure fashion. This is the way that I prefer to run the straps. I run the wide one over here and the narrow one, and then you can cinch those down as you like, and it kind of sits across the back in a fashion like that. Although, all things considered, this is a quote-unquote sling bag. So what I think of that when I think of a sling bag is something I'm going to grab out of the back seat of my truck, the trunk of my car, that I want to grab and gain quick access to or to take with me into a building or out to a campsite, something along those lines. So I'm going to want to throw the sling over my shoulder like you would a rifle. However, we have this very wide, large band that comes off, strap that comes off the middle of the pouch, or off of the bag, sorry. So that makes it a little difficult if you wanted to grab this out of your trunk and sling it over your shoulder. It just kind of falls off. It doesn't really want to ride there because the strap is so big, it kind of falls off your trap, off your neck. So one thing I found that I like to do to carry it in that fashion is to go ahead and unbuckle this smaller support strap, and maybe I'll just end up nesting that down in the bottom of the bag or something, tying it off with some zip ties, and kind of running it more in this fashion right here. And then that allows much better access to just slinging the bag over your shoulder. It rides much better this way. More of a casual style of walking. Maybe if you're going to use this as a computer bag or a work bag, something like that, it's much easier to sling with only one of those connection points on the bottom of this main strap. So a pretty cool feature on the sling bag that I like is the hidden compartment, they call it. It's on the back up against the panel right here on the inside. It is secured with a buckle right here. Go ahead and undo that buckle. There's two zippers that run down each side, and it's actually Velcroed as well, so you can undo that buckle, grab this, and rip. And they include a Velcro holster that is sized proximate to most compact sized-ish handguns. This is a Glock 44 in there right now, but it is the same size as a Glock 19. So if you can kind of see that, a Glock 19 will fit in there rather nicely. You can position that however you would like on the inside of this hidden compartment, and then it all zips back up and secures on the top with that buckle. And it's kind of a nice little secured concealed carry pouch there. You're really not going to get into it if someone's going to grab this off your back or anything like that. If they would know about that compartment, The buckle does a pretty good job of securing it. It does have the 2 side zippers too, so if you wanted to do this in more of a cross draw or cross body fashion, you could always undo these zippers and brandish at peace and do what you need to do. But pretty neat feature there on the sling bag. I do like the hidden compartment. It flows nice. It's not gaudy. Like, you could still use this as a laptop or a work bag, and no one would even know that that compartment really exists. They do offer this in multiple colors, and I would go with something that is less tactical, if you will. If that was my use case, maybe black, something like that, that's a lot less attention drawing as to that guy has a gun, or that guy's tactical, or that guy's a prepper. Something that's less noticeable. On the bag here too, they do include the American flag pouch. They have a water bottle holder, a GP or general purpose pouch, and then they also give you these. We always called these Grimlock keepers. And then they give you some tie downs here, Molly compatible tie downs, and the Grimlock keepers are Molly compatible as well. You get 3 Grimlocks and you get 2 gear tie downs, the GP pouch, the water bottle pouch, and the flag, all included with the price of the sling bag. So guys, I think this has given you a decent look at kind of the form factor of the bag and how it fits the body, relative size, things like that. Let's go over to the bench and we'll get a little closer view. We'll look at some of the detailed pockets, and other features of the bag that includes. We'll get a better camera angle and we'll check this thing out. So guys, here we are at the tabletop. We can take a little closer look at the CV Life Sling Bag now. We will go ahead and start outside and we'll move inside. We've already talked about the strap and kind of how the attachment system works. We do have a quick disconnect buckle here on the main strap for 1 point. Let's go over the pouches that they include. So the GP pouch here is Molly, but it's not Molly. I'll insert a clip here and I'll show you the difference between the two. So here we are right quick with the pouches that come with the CV Life Sling Bag. And one thing I saw that kind of was odd to me, didn't necessarily concern me, but I thought it was odd. One of the pouches is Molly-esque. It is not true Molly, as you can see. There is no webbing here to weave the Molly back through. So this is kind of the GP style pouch. However, the water bottle pouch with the cinch top is actually Molly. So maybe they've got different manufacturers, or I don't know, something along those lines. But just something to note. I thought it was kind of interesting. So like I said, it's Molly, but not really Molly. As you can see, you know, nothing on the back there. However, the pouch in itself does the job. Opens up, we've got quite a bit of room on the inside, and then we've got a small divider in there as well. Going over to the other side, the water bottle pouch, that one actually is Molly. However, it is spaced oddly. I've been threading Molly for 15 years on different plate carriers and rucksacks and hiking backpacks and you name it. And this is one of the first ones that I couldn't really get quite right. I can't get it to space out quite like I wanted it to, or lay like I wanted it to. It's set up for a 2-row. There's 2 rows of Molly here, but they're kind of spaced oddly. They're odd sized. I don't know what it is about it. But it is on there and it does work. One thing to preface with the water bottle pouch, I think it could be a little bit bigger, or a little bit, I don't know, designed a little differently, I guess, because I carry a Nalgene with me a lot, especially when I'm hunting. This is my go-to water bottle. They're just awesome for everything. I love Nalgene bottles, and there is no way that you're going to put anything Nalgene sized in this water bottle holder. It's just not going to happen. It is literally meant for a water bottle, and even that fills it up about perfectly. Maybe a real slim Yeti, or a slim insulated water bottle, something like that, maybe, but nothing getting up into like a thermos or an Nalgene. So it is pretty cool that they include those with the sling bag. And then, like I said too, you get the Velcro American flag patch that I have on the front here. And you've got 2 strips of loop here, or female Velcro, whatever you want to call it, for all your swag and morale patches, whatever your little heart desires to put on there. We've kind of already covered the hidden compartment. We'll touch on that again. Pop this guy right open like that, and we have the full inner compartment. It does go all the way down to the bottom of the pack. Here's that holster we talked about earlier, and you do have quite a bit of room for adjustment, making that holster ride wherever you would like it to. There is absolutely no retention on this holster. It is just a piece of hard plastic covered in nylon with Velcro over top of it. There's no trigger guard, there's no safety, retention, anything like that. It is just a taco style holster. There's a ton of holsters on the market, and almost all of them could be adapted in some off-the-shelf way to fit into Velcro or hook and loop. So just keep that in mind. There's lots of room for changing that holster setup, but it's a neat compartment. Moving on to the front, we've got a pocket up top here. It is just a medium size or small size dump pocket. We've got one on the very front of the bottom bulk pocket. Opening up that front bulk pocket, we've got some pretty decent organization here. I love these things for hanging my truck keys on while we're out backpacking or hunting. It lets you know that they don't get lost at the bottom of a pocket. They don't fall out. They don't go anywhere. I love when people put these little key hooks on the inside of rucksacks and bags. It's a feature that I just love for some reason. Keeps your keys right where you know that you clip them into. We've got a small organizer back here, and then we've got 3 other small setup organizers in the front of that little folder. On the very front side, we have a mesh zippered pocket. One thing to note, this mesh feels incredibly abrasive. Be careful about putting electronics in here, anything along those lines. Bulk items, gloves, hats, magazines, ammo, anything like that, it's not going to bother. Just a note that I want to say about that feeling very abrasive, especially if you run it against the grain. I fear for scratching camera lenses, phone lenses, things like that. Just something to watch out for. Let's dive into the main compartment here, and we have a compartment in the back. Almost hydration bladder style or laptop style would be the perfect fit for either one of those. On the front of the flap, we have another pocket that goes down about halfway, zippered closure. And then we have that same nylon material with elastic banding, 2 compartments separated on the front flap for that. And then the rest is a rather spacious bulk dump area. So a lot of organization in this bag. I think they did a pretty good job with laying out the pockets. I like the form factor of it. I don't know how I feel about the sling. It's a neat idea if you're gonna cover some terrain or have anything heavy in this bag. I don't think that the sling's such a great idea, but I think for the targeted market of what the bag's meant for, I think it could be pretty handy. Like I said earlier in the video about deleting the strap, I think for my preferences, I would delete the strap. It carries a lot better without it on there for me as a sling bag. So guys, overall, I think the sling bag from CV Life, I think it's pretty good. I could definitely recommend it if this is the form factor, the style of bag that you're looking for your use case. I think it does just fine. The stitching quality seems to be fine. All the materials seem to be okay. The zippers work nicely. Some of them are a little bit easy to pull in my opinion, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think as long as you take care of it, I think it's going to treat you okay. I think they did pretty well on it for what the bag is, all things considered. Available in 4 colors. This is the FDE Foliage Tan. It's also available in a multicam they call CP. It's kind of like it's multicam, a black multicam, or just straight black. Like I say, for my use, for what I would use this bag for, I would probably consider something less tactical, probably that black. I have it set up right now in a configuration, not using every single square centimeter of space in this bag. I could just throw random things in here and fill the whole thing up, but I didn't. I just put a few things in here to kind of show you. the potential that it could have. I mean, obviously the sky's the limit with how you would like to organize it. So I got my water bottle in here on the side pouch. In my front pouch, I've got a flashlight, a pen, and a Sharpie. In the top, I did not have anything there. In the back secret compartment, CCW compartment, we have a Glock 44. Again, he's still chilling back there. In this compartment here, I went ahead and put in my First Light rugged wool jacket. So that's a pretty big, heavy jacket. I have my MacBook Air back here. So that fits perfectly in that laptop or hydration bladder pouch back there. Fits like a glove. I feel pretty safe with that being back there, the amount of padding up front. And also this has a little bit of padding too to protect from anything in the main compartment from getting up against the laptop. And I've also got my GoPro down here in a full-size case. That fits in there pretty nicely. And I kind of have it set up the way that I would run it. I went ahead and undid the tri-glide on this bottom tab right here. I undid the tri-glide and then also took the tri-glide off of this buckle here for that second smaller strap. That way I'm just running it with this strap alone and it runs a lot better for me. Like I said, I haven't even touched the GP pouch or really the front or the top or anything like that. Sky's the limit how you want to organize it for what you're going to use it for. Overall, sling bag, I think it does pretty good. Quality seems okay. I wouldn't hesitate to use it at all. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Do all the YouTube things for us. We're trying to grow the channel as best we can. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. I don't care what you do. I'm just a guy on the internet. So thanks for watching. If you stuck around this long, check out the sling bag from CV Life if that's something that you think you could use, something you're interested in. These retail for around $35 right now at the time of filming. So check them out, give them a look if it's something you're interested in. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Aaron from Black Swamp Outdoors. We'll see you later.